Gerbil Joe! What a fun tune. And I just have so much fun thinking of creative names, and I let my imagination wander too, just like you kids out there. It's really so much fun. This is a tough tune. Okay? We're going to be looking at counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and because there's some eighth notes in here. And you want to start very slow so you can correctly place those eighth notes, 1 and 2 in the first bar here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Very important. Let's go record it in the piano. And what we're going to do here is we're going to play this in. And let's record it at 60. We start getting into these eighth notes. I like to even, for demonstration, I want you to play it nice and slow. I want to play it nice and slow so you can see it too, okay? Here we go. And use the fingering numbers to kind of help you along, starting off with the fifth finger on that G. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There we have it, Gerbil Joe. And we're going to take it now, and we are going to move into our very challenging duet. Extremely important to be looking at the numbers here. 1, dropping down to 1, back up to 1. You'll see how the numbers are going to kind of help guide you around. When it says to use the fourth finger, use the fourth finger. It's going to better help you be able to play this thing up to a faster tempo. Okay? Here we go. Let's play it now with our bassoon setting nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1 and 2 and. Now, as we like to do, is to play it at 120. Let's take a listen. And you'll see how quickly this is moving and offering an incredible challenge for all young pianists out there and old pianists. And I find that so many times the kids tell me, they pass on, that their parents love to play these things too. So the nice thing with these pieces, even though they have a very kid appeal because of the names and the lyrics and things, they're really pretty songs, and us adults like playing them too. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line. Isn't that great? If you do not have the correct fingering, you will not be able to play it at that tempo. So I'm telling you right now, the fingering is going to be very, very important. Okay? So make sure you get that. Now, our new piano lingo, little X next to the note, that means double sharp. You don't see these that often. But again, you'll find that it's good to know. So when you do see them, you'll say, what's this X next to the note? You remember when you've learned it. A double sharp. When you see a C double sharp, would be not here, but here, going up 2. An F double sharp would be the G. Okay? Kind of weird, huh? Double sharp. But you don't see them that much. But we're going to add that to our particular list. And at the same time, we're learning a brand new scale. The last of the white key scales. My theory on learning scales, and what I feel is more important, is to be able to play. The scales are being used right now, more importantly right now, for strength. Not so much, it's not so important to know all the scales with both hands. It's more important to get what scales you do have, to technically sounding really good and smooth, because that's giving us our fingers some strength and control on the piano. You're going to see how scales are built as well. But right now, let's take a look at the F scale. This one has different fingering. The left hand uses the same fingering as the C, G, D, A, and E scale, which we will get to down the road. But right now, we're focusing right now on only the right hand. Let's take a look. But I do have the left hand uses the same fingering, because there will be changes in the left hand fingering when we start applying a left hand at a later date. Okay, we will be getting a left hand active playing scales, but right now we're just really focusing on the right hand with the left hand playing those hold notes. Okay. Okay. Ready? So we're going to take this right now, and we're going to go up with the F scale has a 1 B flat in it. The B is flat, and it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then thumb, and it ends on the 4th finger. Isn't that really weird? It doesn't end on the 5th finger. Okay, and it comes down, and over to the 4th finger, and then up again. Okay. Get that again? Let's do it again. Up. It says here on this page, now that we're familiar with the 7 white key scales, let's look at how they're built. Okay, it's a combinations. The formula for building scales is a whole step, half step, whole, half. Let's take a look. So we're going up right now. Let's take a look at the C scale. Here's a whole step because you're going over 1. Okay, this is a half step. This is a whole step when you go to here. Whole step is the C to E. The E to F is a half step. See how it's the very next note? And then we go to another whole step, which we're going to skip over a note. Another whole step, and then look between here. Half step. Coming down, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So scales are built with a combination of half steps and whole steps. As you're working on the F scale, keep working on the E scale, the D scale, the G scale. You get all the others, okay? All the white key scales right now, which is really a great little package. Let me run them through for you quickly, okay? Let's take the B. There's the B. Okay, we'll go to E. A. D. And G. And C. Remember to be hitting on your fingertips, smooth, even control, especially when the thumbs are going under and the 3rd finger is going over and all. Make sure that's the turning point where you really have to become very smooth with them, and you don't want to hear any glitches in your scale. Okay, you learned how scales are built. We get a brand new musical term of the double sharp, and we got our interesting tune, Gerbil Joe. Enjoy it.